Muskegon High School presented The Wiz in 2002, and it was definitely a process. It started out as a dream. Michael Lee and Chris Carter had always wanted to be a part of The Wiz, and they showed me that they knew every line of the movie by heart and promised that they could make it work.
So the first day, we said, Miss Baldus, we should do the Wiz. She said, the Wiz? What makes you think we should do that? Do you think it'll sell well? We don't have enough students in such a big show. She was thinking more of a smaller show, and I was like, I will tell you right now. Me and Michael looked at each other. We said, we will tell you right now. We personally can go out and get enough students to audition for the show. We will find enough students to do this show. So she tested us. So me and Michael, we went out looking for people and we found some. We didn't find enough.
I knew Chris was going to go into theater, that he was meant to do that. But unfortunately, he also wanted to play soccer, and he wanted to be the mascot, and he wanted to be in every little club and every little group, and he thought he could just come and go to any practice he wanted to whenever he wanted to. So we made a deal. I would do the Wiz if he promised to show up to every rehearsal on time and actually give me his attention.
So the search continued for actors and actresses. So we had to think to ourselves, who are the singers and who are the dancers and who are the performers of Muskegon High School? And we hit those areas, the people who love to perform. And from that, we came up with enough students to at least audition. So we proposed to Miss Baldus to give it a shot. Just try. Everybody loves this. It sell well. This show is going to sell well. And we know for a fact. And she believed in us, and she trusted us, and she went for it. And we had a great turnout, an amazing turnout. I was so happy and so proud of it that I can't even believe how many people showed up for the audition.
Hi, I am Naisha Williams. I was a messenger in The Wiz. That's what I was cast as. I tried out for The Wiz because I wanted to kind of do something different. I had been a part of Mask, which was a theater program before, but we hadn't done any of the plays, so this was like my chance to get out and do something.
I was a freshman coming into the high school, and I was the only freshman in the league. And it was a very scary time because I had never really acted before. I've always sang, but stage was something very foreign. And the only reason I auditioned, I remember being at Steele Middle School and seeing posters advertising for the auditions, and I remember thinking, wow, that's Michael Jackson was in that. I want to do that. And so I auditioned. I was nervous because there were all these upperclassmen there. I was only 13. And Mrs. Baldus told me that I got the part of the Tin Man, and I was totally excited.
I remember auditioning for The Wiz, and I knew that I wanted to audition for the part of Dorothy. I remember watching the movie as a kid with Michael Jackson and Diana Ross, and I knew that it was a lot, it was a huge part in the play, and I felt capable in my ability as an actor then to really kind of take it by force. So I was excited about that. I've always had a passion for performing. I've always loved being on stage and just for performing for different people. And so when it came to like trying to memorize all the lines and everything, I didn't have a problem with that. So I auditioned for the part, I get the part, and then we started rehearsals.
And then the reality hit.
I sing for the Wiz. I was like, I'm not a singer. And she was like, just get up there. And so I got up there and I sang. And she was like, ugh. She got wide eyes. She was like, that was all. We can work with it. And so we did. We worked with it. And we worked with it and worked with it, and eventually something came out of my mouth that sounded decent, and I got cast as the Wiz.
The only thing was I was in the marching band and I played football, and I couldn't do all three, so I had to choose. and that was very hard. I love music. That's my first. That's my first everything. So football just had to go by default, and not because I wanted to, but I couldn't give up music. So, and I really wanted to do this part. So it was a big deal. Like all my friends were like, "Why do you want to quit?" Blah blah blah. And then of course, Muskegon went on to win championships and so forth. And so it was a moment, but I totally feel it was worth it.
Our rehearsals.
During the rehearsal process, it was crazy because my confidence level really took a turn when I realized how many songs I had to sing in the play. Now, like I said, all my life I've enjoyed performing, but I ain't never been a singer, and I guess I didn't put two and two together when I, was auditioning for the part of Dorothy, knowing that The Wiz is a musical, that I was going to be singing so much.
Mr. Taylor helped me out. I would meet him after school and go over some songs so that I at least sounded okay when we during the show. It was a lot of hard work for me.
I enjoyed Mrs. Baldus a lot. I don't really have anything bad to say about her, except that she wouldn't let me be in Brand New Day because I got killed off the scene before. So that's okay. She was a real stickler. Like, she made sure that we were there for rehearsals and that we did rehearse however long she said we were going to rehearse. If we were not there when we were supposed to, we had to pay like a quarter or 50 cents because we were late. That's cool.
I just remember everybody being like super supportive. And I remember Mrs. Baldus like so vividly, just really encouraging me and telling me every time I said I can't, she would be like, you can, and just really pushing me, just really, really pushing me to do the best that I could. Almost to the point where I was like, man, maybe I can do it. She believes in me this much.
Professionalism of theater, and being there all the time and being on time. When they were told what to do, they would get upset and they would threaten to leave the show and ruin the show, which was very scary, especially in my position where I felt like I put so much hard work into it and so much time. But in the end, everybody stayed around, Larry Kinsey. Everybody stayed in the show.
It looked like it might work.
I was happy at that time, and at that moment, I knew that The Wiz and this show was something special, and that it was gonna work.
I really think that The Wiz did great things for the high school because I don't remember seeing a play before that was that big. It was a couple days, and I believe we had like almost a packed house both nights, and that was really exciting. I know we had done like a pre-play for like some middle school children so they could see us and do that, and they had like a Q&A afterwards, and that was really fun. Ask questions and kind of get them acclimated to the theater program so that when they came to Muskegon they could too.
I could not believe the crowd of people that were waiting outside 30 minutes before the show. It went all the way out the door.
So the show is together, and it's time to open. We sold way more tickets than I thought we would sell. We sold so well. I mean, I don't even think that Muskegon has actually filled up the house as much as The Wiz did, but we did great. I was happy. And I told Miss Baldus, I was like, it was a success. This is what we wanted to happen, and it's happening right now. Show open, we had the best time of our life. We did not want this show to close. We did not want this show to end.
So what's happened in the last 10 years since they took their journey over the rainbow?
The Wiz influenced me by making me want to go see other plays, making me want to just kind of get out there and do different stuff that I haven't done before, like The Wiz. I have not done more plays. However, I've gone to see them. I've gone to support Michael Lee in a play that he was in at the Civic Theater. I've gone to see Chris Carter in a few plays at Grand Valley. So I still like to support my friends and the cast members however I can and just kind of go out and do things that I haven't done before.
Just to show you how important it is, I live in California now. I'm in grad school at California Institute of the Arts. I'm getting my master's in film producing.
Our very own Quentin Warren helped produce the Oscars this year.
I just worked on a short. I shot a short film with an amazing cast, an incredible director. And then just a few Saturdays ago, I shot my second national commercial for JCPenney, and this time it was with a celebrity, Ellen DeGeneres, which was crazy. Talking with her and, just being able to hang out with her while we were shooting on set. And, I would say that a great deal of the confidence that I have now as a performer started with The Wiz. I didn't believe that I could do the singing part, but I did it.
What I learned from The Wiz in that experience was, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This right here is where I'm supposed to be, on the stage. And ever since then, I have not left the stage. I have been on stages all around the country. I've done musical theater all over the country. I've been in New York. I've been in LA. I've been in Chicago. I've been in Texas. I've been in Florida. I've been in Jamaica. I've been in Europe. I've been all over the world doing theater. And The Wiz is what started that. Had I not done The Wiz, I guarantee you I would have gone to school for something else. I guarantee that. And I go now. Me and Miss Baldus didn't always have the best relationship. We rarely saw eye to eye, because I thought I knew everything. I thought I was the know-it-all. I thought I knew everything. I knew nothing. But she stuck with me. She saw something in me. I don't know what she saw in me, but she saw something in me, and she did not give up on me. She did not suspend me. She did not send me home. She did not give up on me, and I would like to thank her for that, because she knew, deep down inside of her, she knew that this was where I was supposed to be. And ever since then, I think about her and thank her every day. When I step on the stage, I say, thank you, Miss Baldus, for not giving up on me.
And so I really thank Mrs. Baldus for giving me my first role as a Tin Man in The Wiz, and I thank her for pushing to have a production every year, because she pushed. She worked hard. And on the minimal budgets that we had some of the best shows we did, because the talent is there. Muskegon is so full of talent, and I think those are the programs that we need to really support, because when I come home from LA, I see so many young people depressed. I see them not knowing what they want to do in life. I see them not feeling like they have any kind of guidance, any kind of hope to aspire to anything. And I'm thankful that I had that program to show me that I was interested in that. And the music program and all of those things matter. Academics are important, yes, learn, but those things are what harvest character and spirit. And I think if we supported those programs more, it would build up our community.
Everybody in the show was amazing. And, personally, I'd like to thank Miss Baldus for giving us a chance and trusting us to do the show and believing in us and giving us a chance and taking a risk, because she didn't know. She didn't know just as much as we didn't know. And at that time, she knew more about theater than we did. So I was skeptical, because I was thinking to myself, okay, if she's been doing this longer than me, I'm nervous. I don't know what's going to happen. Is this really going to work? But it worked. It worked.